Took a bet that, never gotta sweat that.
Hey my youngins, it's your girl Mia, aka Mia the Younginn. If you didn't know, now you mother freaking know. Don't play, don't play, don't play. We are back with another video, and as you guys can see by the title, I want to tell you guys on how you guys can move out at the age of 19. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a while now, because I moved out at 19. So I just feel like, you know what, in this new day and age, in the generation that we live in, a lot of people want to move out young. So I feel like, why not give you guys tips and advice on how you can move out at a young age and just whatever you may need to be able to start. So before we get into the video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you also hit that post notification bell so that you can be notified anytime your girl posts a video, period. And we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure you tell your auntie, sister, cousin, baby, daddy, uncle that Mia the Younginn posted. Period. Okay? Clock it. To 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway, so you guys won't know about the giveaway until we get to that point. So we are literally less than 300 subscribers away. So come on, y'all. Like, let's get to it. Now watch my other video, my Valentine's Day try-on haul. Make sure that you pause this video, go watch it, and then come back. And then also watch my video before that. What's on my iPhone 16 Plus, the pink. Make sure y'all go watch that. That video is almost to 3,000 views. So I would appreciate it if y'all watch that. Thank you. I'm not even gonna keep on rambling. Let's just go ahead and get into the video. So I wrote down some different tips and stuff in my phone just so that I don't forget, because I do a lot of talking and rambling sometimes. So I said, let me put it in my phone so I don't forget. We're gonna drink some wine and we're gonna discuss. Phone in hand, cup in hand, let's go. Before we get into the tips and everything, I kind of want to give you guys a backstory. So I graduated in 2019, May of 2019, and then I moved out of my mom's house and I moved with my grandmother. And as everyone knows, if you ever stay with your grandmother or your grandparents, 9 times out of 10, a lot of your siblings or family members may live with your grandparents, stuff like that, because everybody uses your grandparents' home as a way to, fall back on them. So when I was living with my grandparents, my grandma, it would seem like it was a lot of us staying in that one house. So I vowed to myself, I gave myself 6 months, and I said, you know what? I moved in June. By December, by Christmas, I promise I need to be out of here. Like, Lord, please help me. I was praying, and I was working 2 jobs. I was working at McDonald's and I was working at a call center. And I was like, you know what, God, I know it's all gonna pay off eventually. Like, I want to be able to get my own apartment. October came. I had found some apartments. I had been apartment hunting for a long time. I found like 10 apartments, and then I narrowed it down to 2. I went and toured both of them, got prices and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? The first one I just feel like in my heart to go with, that's what I did. I had applied, and like 2-3 weeks later, I was approved. And I moved in. I didn't move in by Christmas like I wanted to, but I was able to move in before New Year's. And ever since I moved out at 19, I'm now 24, and the apartment that I'm in right now is my 3rd apartment. And I just feel like I put that determination and I had that faith in God. So whatever you want to do, make sure that you consult it with God first. Don't try to move on your own accord, because it's not going to work like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's not God's will for you to be able to move at a young age, or whatever case may be, move, period, because this goes for adults that may be older than 19. If it's not time for you to move yet, God is not going to allow you to move. It's not going to be his time. It's not in his will yet. So sometimes you got to take it slowly. So now I went from having a 1-bedroom at 19, and I'm 24 in a 3-bedroom. I basically, when I move somewhere, my max to live somewhere is 2 years. So I stayed in my first apartment 2 years. I stayed in my second apartment 2 years. And then now the apartment I'm in now, this is basically me going on my 2nd year of living here. So I just renewed and everything. So my next goal is either a condo, townhouse, high rise, or even a house. So I don't know what God has in store for me. And like I said, I allow God to order my steps in my life. I don't move without him. He will let me know when I need to move. So I just wanted to give you guys that little backstory on how I've moved and how I've been maintaining it. I don't have 2 jobs anymore. I work in property management, as you guys know. I also had put on TikTok one day stating that if you guys want me to give you a video on how I had got into leasing and now I'm assistant property manager with doing property management. If you guys don't know what property management is basically a management team that oversees multiple rental properties. So basically working in your front office at your apartment complex. So that's pretty much what I do. So yeah, so if you guys want a video on that, let me know down in the comment section below and I'll make sure that I do that for y'all, because I've been wanting to do that, honestly, because a lot of people ask me about like, how did I get in property management? Do you need to have experience? Stuff like that. So I definitely want to give you guys that type of video. Tip number 1, take your time. That goes back to me saying how allow God to order your steps. Take your time. If it's not meant for you to move out at 18, 19, 20, 21, it's okay. Just because you see your friends moving out at a young age or you see people on social media moving out at a young age does not mean that you have to just jump up and move. It may not be time for you yet, and that's okay. Like, plan accordingly. Don't just move because other people are doing it. Plan accordingly. Make sure your money is straight. You know what I'm saying? And that, my second tip would be save money. Save money. I say at least save up to 2 to 3 months of rent to be able to move out. Because when I moved out, I wasn't, I just had the money for the rent and I didn't move in with no furniture. No, I planned accordingly. I had already paid for my furniture in advance. And I didn't have my furniture delivered to my apartment until the day that I was moving in. So you need to save money and plan accordingly. Plan accordingly. Take your time. Make sure that you're ready for this. Like, you have to know that you are ready for this. Tip number 3, do not live above your means. Like, if you know that you're working at Wendy's right now, but you see your friend in a high rise, do not live above your means. Do not go out trying to get no $1,700 rent for a studio. $2,300 rent trying to be in a 2-bedroom on the 100th floor. You want a jacuzzi in your bathroom. Don't do that. Do not do that. Learn to live in your budget. Okay? I know it looks nice. We all want the glitz and the glams and the luxury. Everybody does. But everybody can't just jump out there and go and get that. And you have to realize that that's okay. It's not meant for you to just jump out there and go and live above your means just yet. Your time will come. I didn't think when I moved out at 19, I would be in a 3-bedroom house at what I was when I moved into this 3-bedroom. 23. I was 23 years old. And technically I was really 22 when I applied. But by the time I moved in, I was 23. So who would have thought at 18, 19, when I first moved to my little 1-bedroom, who would have thought now I'm in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath by myself? I pay my bills. Nothing was handed to me. Me and my dog. I'm not living off no man. I'm not living off no mama. I'm not living off no grandma. I'm living off of me. Me, myself, and I. So take your time, save money, and don't live above your means. What you don't want to do is regret it later on in life because you feel like, okay, well, I had the money for the first month's rent. What you gonna do for the rest of them 11 months? Because most places have 12 to 13 months leases. So what you gonna do for the rest of the 11 to 12 months? What you gonna do? You hear that? Crickets, because you don't know what you're going to do because you lived above your means. Do not live above your means. Tip number 4, safety concerns. Please make sure that you guys read the reviews because you don't want to move out. You have to understand, especially my ladies. This is for men too, but especially my ladies that live by themselves because like I said, I live by myself. Please, please, please look at the reviews. Look at the area. Drive past it. Like, go around at nighttime. Like, really, really look around the area because what you want to do is make sure that you're safe. Safety concerns is my major, number 1 thing that I made sure that I was going to be good. Because at the end of the day, it was me. Nobody was in that apartment with me. I had a boyfriend. So, of course, he would come over from time to time. But what am I going to do when he's not there? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to make sure that you're somewhere that's safe. You don't have to be looking over your shoulder when you're walking into the house. Someone may potentially break into your house. Make sure you keep your windows locked. Like, make sure you have a camera. Like, you have to make sure that you are safe. Safe, safe, safe. Safety is your number one priority. Make sure that there's no crimes. Make sure you're not breaking into vehicles and stealing vehicles and all type of stuff. Make sure that the maintenance work is getting done in the apartment. Like, look at the reviews. The reviews will tell you sometimes what you need to know about an apartment. Tip number 5, financial stability. Financial stability. Make sure that you have a stable income. Nobody's asking you to be a millionaire. Not asking you to be a millionaire. Not asking you to have 6 figures. But you need to make sure that you are financially stable. Have a stable job where you know, okay, you like, as us ladies, let's keep it real. We like to keep our nails done. We like to keep our hair done. We like to have our makeup done, toes done, all of that. You want to buy clothes. So make sure that you have some sort of financial stability where you know, okay, it's going to pay my rent. It's going to pay my lights. It's going to pay my water. It's going to put groceries in the house, necessities, hygiene. If you have a car note, car insurance, like, make sure that you are financially stable. Do not try to go and make up fake paycheck stuff to look like you can afford the apartment. Please do not do that. Sit down and write your budget. Write your money. Write down everything so you know, okay, if my rent is $1,200, but I know I got car note, car insurance, all of that, make sure, okay, well, totally monthly, my bills is $3,000. Can I afford this? Sit back and think, and that goes back to don't live above your means. Sit back and think. And tip number 6 would be budgeting. Like, in order for me to be able to pay my bills and how I keep up, I know I get paid bi-weekly. And sometimes, you know, out of the month, you may get paid 3 times. So what I do, I have in my notes where basically the first one will be the first check, the second one will be the second check. Okay, I know rent is due on the first. So instead of me taking out my rent, say for example, your rent is $1,200. You don't want to take out $1,200 from one check because then now you have to wait until that next check to be able to buy food or pay your other bills. So what I would do is take out $600 from one check, $600 from the second check, boom, rent due on the first. Now I got the whole thing. And you still got money left over. So split your bills up. If you know, okay, your first check, you get that between the 1st and the 15th. Whatever bills is due between the 1st and the 15th, you pay with your first check. The bills that's due from the 16th to the end of the month, because every month don't have 31 days. From the 16th to the end of the month, okay, these are the bills that are due. Write down your bills, write down when everything is due so you know how you can plan accordingly when it comes to paying so that you can make sure that you're not behind. You want to make sure that you're paying your bills on time as this stuff goes on your credit. That leads me into tip number 7. Please make sure you start working on your credit. And that's why I say if you want to move out as a young age, you can start working on your credit. Make sure that your parents, I know, because I ain't never had this happen, thank God. I appreciate my mama for doing this. But please make sure your parents are not out here putting bills in your name. And then when you get older, now you can't freaking get an apartment or you can't get a car because you had bills in your name. And now you're fighting off trying to go to the credit bureau and the debt collectors telling them that, oh, back in 2004, you was 4 years old, so how did you have an apartment in your name? How did you have a bill in your name, a light bill in your name? Like, start working on your credit. Ask your parents to add you to their line of credit so that when they pay their credit card bills and they're working on their credit, it's also benefiting you as well. So make sure you guys work on your credit. Tip number 8, emotional preparation. Make sure that you are emotionally ready for this because honestly, sometimes be a little lonely. You will. Sometimes you may be homesick. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you're emotionally ready for this. Do not move out and then you want to have everybody in your house. You cannot allow everybody to come to your house. This space right here is my safe haven. So I don't let anybody just come in here. I don't even let everybody know the apartment name. And then if you do come here, you're going to the front office. I'll meet you there. What you coming here for? No, I don't let everybody even know the building I stay in, let alone the door number. Like, do not let just any and everybody know where you live. Because you don't know who they know that they know. So you just know. Like, if you want one of those type of people that be in a lot of beef, you always arguing and fighting with people, do not let people know where you stay at. Don't let that man know where you stay at. Because now y'all get in an argument, now he want to kick your door down. I don't play like that. I don't play like that. I do not play like that. No, ma'am. Make sure that you are emotionally prepared to move out. Make sure that you sat back and wrote down the reasons on why you want to move out. Make sure that there are good reasons. Speak to your parents and ask them for advice on how you can move out, and ask them what they think you should do. Do they know good areas to move to? Your parents, and make sure that you're emotionally ready to move out. And like I mentioned as well, you don't have to move in with all of the furniture, but that's just what I did. But at least move in with a bed. At least. It's so many different places where you can go and get furniture. Like Target is always having sales on TVs. Amazon is all, you can get your bed from Amazon. My master room, my bed is from Amazon. My couch that I'm sitting on right now, this is from Wayfair. You can afterpay. You don't have to pay in full. You better afterpay it. Facebook Market, OfferUp, like eBay. It's so many different places out here that have so many different things where you can go and shop for your house slowly. So if you know that you wanted to move out by the end of 2025, go ahead and start getting bits and pieces. Let me go ahead and get all my cleaning supplies. Let me go ahead and get my bed linen. Let me go ahead and get some pillows. Okay, I know I want a mirror for my room. Let me go ahead and get a mirror. Okay, boom. I see a 75-inch TV on sale for $250. Let me go ahead and get the TV. Go ahead and start getting things slowly and preparing yourself. And even if you don't want all that stuff to be in your room, just get like a small little storage. You can find little small storages for about $50 to $80 and start putting that stuff up. If your parents has a house, put it in the garage. Like, it's so many different places where you can store these things so that you can go ahead and prepare yourself to start moving out. And say positive things like, I will be able to do this. I know I can do this. Like, always speak positivity into your life so that you know that you are capable of these things. And like I say, keep God first in everything you do. Everything. I always make sure I pray before I go to sleep, and I ask God to cover me, shield me in the full armor of you. Cover my home in the blood of Jesus. I will be safe in this house, even though I'm on the 3rd floor. But my first 2 apartments was on the 1st floor. Granted, yes, I was scared. And I had an escape plan. I don't care what nobody say. As a female, you need to have an escape plan for your house. I don't really have too much of an escape plan for this, because I feel like if you get to this 3rd floor, you must be Spider-Man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna let you take something. Because how you got to the 3rd floor? How you got to this 3rd floor? I have an alarm, so I keep my door locked, and I have a front door camera. So I ain't worried. I ain't worried at all. But if you live on the 1st floor, make sure you get some type of weapons to protect yourself. Don't be lashing out and just trying to do anything with the weapons, but make sure you have some sort of weapons to be able to protect yourself, whether that's a mace, whether that's a knife, whether that's a pew, like something to protect yourself. Please, please, please. You just never know people that may be watching you. And do not always leave the house at the same time. Don't go the same way every time you go home, because you just never know who may be following you. You never know. You never know. Never know. So I will insert some pictures of my 1st apartment, my 2nd apartment, and then this apartment I'm in now. So these are my moving pictures, and I really hope you guys can really take a lot from this. If you guys have any additional questions about tips or advice about moving out, things like that, comment them down below, and I'll make sure that I reply to you guys. I really hope that I covered a lot, because I feel like I've said a lot, but yes. So let's go over them again. Tip number 1, take your time. Take your time when moving out. Tip number 2, save money. Save money. Tip number 3, do not live above your means at all. You ain't got it, you ain't got it. And it's okay. Tip number 4, safety concerns. Do the reviews. Check and make sure you look at the area. All of that. Tip number 5, financial stability. Make sure you're financially stable, please. If you ain't got the money yet, just wait. If you got to get 2 jobs to have the money, so be it. Tip number 6, emotionally prepared to move out, please. Tip number 7, make sure you budget. Please budget. I beg y'all to budget. Please. And then tip number 8, work on your credit. Work on your credit, work on your credit, work on your credit. Please. So like I said, I feel like I covered everything. I really hope you guys can learn something from this. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah. So like I mentioned in the beginning, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow me at TheYounginn if you don't already, so that you can keep up with my daily life. As well, follow me at Branded by Mia. That's my business page. So if you guys want to get the Mia lashes, I got them on deck for y'all. Period. And we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you tell your auntie, sister, cousin, baby, daddy that Mia TheYounginn posted. And let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys watch my last 2 videos. And if you have any other video ideas that you want to see, make sure you comment down below. And yeah, your girl Mia, aka Mia TheYounginn, is checking out blessings on top of MF and blessings. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next freaking video.
Girl,